My ex-wife wanted to move, so we moved here in 2018, and took us a couple years to kind of acclimate to the area. But then once we were kind of settled and had a child, we decided to find some more community and find a church that felt good for us. She found the Gathering Church online and had really good reviews and seemed like a positive place. We started going and had a really lovely experience, and people were really welcoming, and I would be dealing with something personally and I would walk in and we'd sit down and get settled, and John Mark would start preaching, and for whatever reason it was always about something that was coming up for me that same exact week. Really stood out to me as, I think this is the place we need to be. We had been going now for a couple of years at this point, and she was like, I'd like to volunteer, and my husband would probably like to volunteer as well, and she shot me a text that was asking if I want to, and I was like, sure, why not? That sounds great. That was kind of the moment that things went really sideways in my life, and my marriage kind of unraveled. I had made this commitment to start serving, and I just had this really strong feeling to just follow through with that commitment, and so I did. It gave me purpose in those really challenging times. It gave me a moment to kind of have something to focus on, to kind of lift off the heaviness of my situation and just be in the moment and be with these people that were praying for me, and I was praying for them for things that were going on in their life, and it was just this camaraderie of like, I know you're going through a tough time, but we're here, like whatever you need. The friends that I have that are not involved in the church kept observing me, and they were like, how are you not more upset? How are you not fuming? How are you not flying off the handle all the time? And it really just would be honest with them, and I would say, because I have no other explanation than I feel the presence of God in my life, and I feel like this is gonna, as horrible as this situation is, it's going to work out for good. And I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I just had that sense. Even though I had no clue any of this was coming my way, God knew, and God had that greater perspective. And that's what gave me the faith that I had through those tough seasons, is because I did have that church to lean on, and I did have the community, and I did have the purpose of serving, and I didn't have anything else. And so I'm so grateful that God showed up on that way. For me, my experience was that I went through this incredibly difficult season to only come out the other end and come into a season where I have really, really amazing community. I have really amazing friends. I have an amazing girlfriend now. And if you don't have community, find some. And that might also mean, unfortunately, making some as well. You might have to go fill that void. To know that you're not doing it alone, that God has your back the whole time.